Ladies and gentlemen, patriot, truth seekers, digital warriors, welcome back to the show once again. This is the Baraka Show, coming to you live from Greater Manchester, United Kingdom. That's right, the technocrat machine is coming fast. They're coming at us very fast. Yeah, before it used to be a gossiping. We used to just gossip. Maybe, they're trying to control us. They're trying to put us in the system. They're trying to put digital ID, this and this. And this goes back all the way to Tony Blair's time. And we all thought it was just gossiping. But guess what? They are going out, full swing, ready to put your information in the system. And they're doing all this to stop illegal migrants. Hey, if you're new to the broadcast, we're here, we're gonna break it down. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it to a friend. Share this broadcast to a group chat. Tell them, hey, the technocrat machine is coming out fast. And we need to do every single thing to stop this. Because once they implement it, it's game over. So, if you're new to the channel again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's get straight into this. Oh man, I'm excited for this live stream. But I'm not so excited with the news I'm about to break. So, let's get into it.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
That's the way it works. It's just one ant. That's it. It's just one ant. And that's literally we are just, there's always one guy who gets cocky enough and gets brave enough to stand up to the establishment. And of course, the mainstream media and the establishment, the technocrat machine, they either censor him, slander him out, and silence him, and they make sure it doesn't happen again because they know there's so many ants, there's so many people. If everybody was to wake up and be like, no, not technocrat machine here, we don't want this BRICS card, then they won't be able to get it through. But sadly, it seems like everybody's asleep and they're just walking through. There's just no opposition. No. Where's reform? Where's the conservative? Where are they? They're actually the one that was trying to do this as well. So there's no opposition, really. Now, I don't have that many news to cover today, apart from this one. This is a big news. We need to cover it. We need to address it, and we need to tread carefully with it because the outcome is, the impact of it is going to be really, really heavy. Because they introduced this online safety act, and somehow so many people are getting arrested for it because in the name of protecting the children, so many videos, so many accounts have been banned. So many social media platforms are not able to let people like myself to post normal news on it because apparently, young people, we're trying to protect young people from harmful content. Really? And that got passed, and we've seen what they've been using this as a weapon. They weaponized it, and now you can't really tweet properly. You can't really post a Facebook post. You can't even say an N, just the letter N. If you was to type an N word, not N word as like the actual N word, but just a letter N, you could be arrested for it. Police, hundreds of police are out there knocking on people's house, ready to arrest you. And now imagine, now they want to bring the digital system where they don't have to knock on your door. They can just shut you down online, you won't be able to do anything. And we're sitting here thinking, yeah, it's just to stop illegal migrants. Really? Oh, is that so? Is that what you think? Yeah, that's insane. So I want to break this news to you. First, I want to show you the clip from Sky News breaking it down that Keir Starmer will be announcing the digital technocrat machine BRICS card, which I've been reporting to you. I've been reporting this to you for a very long time. I think I'll go back for a couple of years reporting this to you that, hey, BRICS card, they want to bring it, they're going to bring it. And it seems like I was just talking to myself and everybody else was agreeing. People in the comments were like, oh yeah, you're right, Barack, maybe they might do it, maybe they might not, this and that. But now it's not just it's not conspiracy anymore. It's not like we're just gossiping. It's actually happening. Keir Starmer is about to announce. We're expecting it Friday. So tomorrow he's gonna announce that all of us, all adults, every single one of you, the people at home, myself, everyone in the country, will have to be in this system, the digital technocrat machine. And they're saying, hey, we're doing all this for illegal migrants. What? How is that possible? Yeah, let's talk about it. Here's the clip from Sky News breaking it down.
Breaking news now. Digital ID will be made law for all adults in an effort to tackle small boats. Downing Street believes that a mandatory ID card system will help stop illegal immigrants working. Let's bring in our political correspondent, Mari Aurora. Mari, what more do we know about this?
Yeah, well, Gareth, this is interesting because this is something that has been spoken about a lot. Tony Blair, for instance, has been talking about this for years and years as what he always believed was one of the best ways to try and reduce illegal immigration and the ability for people to work illegally here in the UK. But Sky News understands that we will have an announcement, could be as soon as tomorrow, from the Prime Minister on these mandatory ID cards, an ID card system, the Brit card. And essentially what this will mean, it will be mandatory for all adults here in the UK. It will make it easier for employers and for landlords to make sure that those they are employing or renting or to actually have the right legal immigration status here in the UK. They can do it using a smartphone app. It's also, according to the government, going to make it easier for people here in the UK to essentially prove their status or their ability to kind of qualify to be able to work here in the UK. And essentially, this is all about immigration. This is all about trying to tackle small boats crossings. We've had a lot of conversation about small boats and about other European countries, especially the French, who have been concerned with the kind of pull factors here in the UK in terms of being able to work in the black market, being able to work illegally here in the UK. We already know that France has an ID card system. They've had it for many, many years. And it's something that the UK has always resisted, partly because of questions around civil liberties and freedoms, but also because many governments in previous times said they didn't think it was the best approach. Now, clearly, Keir Starmer has been persuaded of the benefits of a digital ID card system and has been persuaded that this might have a significant impact on small boats crossings. The question really, and this is always going to be the million-dollar question, is once this comes into play and once it is enforced, how much of an impact could it have on small boats crossings? And if it has a really significant impact on small boats crossings, and it really kind of starts to eradicate that pull factor for illegal migrants coming to the UK, because I think they can essentially make money on the side illegally, as opposed to somewhere like that in France, how much of an impact does that have? And if it doesn't have a huge impact, then of course there'll be sighs of disappointment, I think, from within the Labour Party.
So, of course, we are in trouble already because he's about to announce it tomorrow, Friday. We're expecting him to announce on Friday that this is going through. with no opposition. We didn't vote for this. Nobody did. I know Blair tried to do it. Then in 2011, they tried to do it and they failed. And now, the Labour Party, Keir Starmer, no opposition, is going to launch it through. This is basically a police state. They want to tell you, hey, this is for your safety. They want to tell you this is for illegal migrants. Hey, that's the reason why we have national insurance, for God's sake. If they don't have national insurance, that means they can't work. That means they're not here. They're not paying their fair shares being here. They're not allowed to be here. They don't have national insurance. They don't have an ID card. That's what we have the ID for, right? Oh, you want to create it online now? You want it to be digitally? Why? Why digitally? So then you can have control. You can shut it down. Be like, oh, this guy. Yeah, shut it down. Oh, this guy. Shut it down. Because now you basically are surveilling the social media platforms that we're all using. Because every single post we make, you'll send your people to knock on your on people's doors. Police officers would just randomly knock on your door and you're thinking, hey, how do you know I live here? Because you're on Facebook. So basically you already have us. Now you want to have their ID card. That's problematic. And that needs fixing, and we need to do every single thing to make sure this doesn't go through. Because if it does, that's it. It's game over. It's freaking game over. And I want to show you this video of this little ant. One little ant, right? You know, one little ant is fighting the big boss. And the boss is like, hey, who's that little ant that stood up to me? And the employees are like, hey, boss, it's just a little one ant. It doesn't mean anything. And the boss is like, hey, we got to shut that ant down. Because if the moment this ant stands up and mobilizes guys to also stand up, we're going to be out. I want you to watch this video, deep it, just take it in full. Because it means something. That's how these people are. When they gain power, they want to keep it. They want to take so much control. So if you was to resist, it's too late. It's too late. Because they have every single thing. They have the monopoly of this. They have the whole thing. Nothing else for you anymore. So watch this little clip from the little ant that confronted the boss. And the boss was so furious that he needed to go and show the ant that you cannot confront the boss. And that's what Keir Starmer is doing. It's hijacking power. It's adding more power. They got this online safety act. They got this thing. They got this BRICS card, which is going to be rolling through, and they will be introducing more stuff. And in the next 10 years from now, you won't be able to drive because they got 2-minute cities. They're saying 15, but it's going to actually be 2-minute city, and then you won't be able to do normal stuff because they'll have all the control. You'll be able to drive only the cars that they pick. You'll be able to eat only the food that they want you to eat. You'll be able to go only the place that they want you to go. And traveling? No. Carbon? Ooh, climate change is the biggest threat, right? So you won't be able to drive normally. You won't be able to go to normal place. And now, your ID card? They're going to have it. All this is due to safety, right? Because illegal migrants are coming through. The problem that they were elected to solve. But now it seems like they let the problem carry on, and this is the solution. Now listen to this video, little ant standing up to the boss, and look how furious the boss really is for being challenged, because he knows where the power belongs, and he does not want the little ants to know that the power belongs to them. So he wants to shut them down as soon as they start recognizing that they do have the power. Now watch this little clip.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss, they're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant.
Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
How about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
There was that ant that stood up to...
If the ants ever figure it out, there goes their way of their power. Goes. You, myself, and everybody else at home who's watching this. We are the little ants. We are the little guys. And we have not figured out that we have the power. And we can stop this. We can. But they do not want you to figure it out. Because the moment you do, you'll know you have the power. But before you do figure it out, they want to make sure it's too late. So digital ID for every single person. Because once you're in, you can't come out. Once it's been introduced, if you don't want to go in, you're left out. You're left with no choice. If you don't want to get a digital ID, you can't do nothing. You're just basically an NPC, non-playable character in the country. So you're left with no choice but to join. But once you join, you can't come out, and you gotta abide by all the rules. And the rules, they're not putting you in favor. The rules only put their best interest forward. This is a huge problem, folks. Digital control, digital ID, all these things. Nah, I resist it. I've reported to you now. I don't want to do too much. I want to go to the next story. As we're out of time, I'm trying to give you more stories quickly. But digital ID, that's it. It's called the BRICS card. So, and they're saying it's all about illegal migrants. But really and truly, it's not. It's not really about that. But thank you so much. That's the first story. Now let's go to the second story. Now, before I go to the second story, I have a song that I want you to listen to. It's a fancy, nice little song. Let me play it to you. Let me know what you think about this song. Let me know. You, myself, my friend. You're watching this from home. Let me know if you recognize this song. And there's, I just spoke to a person who made this song. Cool person, to be fair. And I was like, hey, bro, good song. But let me tell you more about... Actually, let's play the song at the very end, because it will make more sense if we play at the very end. So let's cover this story. So we had a video that's circulating online of an illegal migrant, or maybe I should say a migrant, a guy who appears not to speak English, who tried to grab a girl on camera. I don't think he knew he was being recorded. Maybe if he did, that makes it even worse. But just casually trying to grab a girl out of nowhere. That's problematic. That's a problem that needs fixing. It's strange. It's a strange problem for sure. I want to show you this video. Viewer discretion advised, because it is really bad. Cut 2. I mean, it is bad, because he actually sexually assaulted a girl on camera. I don't know if he knew that he was being recorded, but still, recorded or not, that should not be normal, because the way he did it casually, like it's a normal thing. A girl's walking by, and all he does is he goes up to her and start touching. And this girl they look like they're going to college. Maybe they could be 15, 16, 17, maybe even younger. I'm not sure. This happened in Crewe. My team and I tried to get data of sexual assault in Crewe, but that data does not exist. But they have a data in London, but they don't have one in Crewe. They don't have one out. They should have one specifically to every single city, specified for every single city, but they don't. But here's a video I want you to watch. Viewer discretion advised, because it is really bad, and we're going to talk more about that.
Fuck off! Politely fuck off! What the fuck? Fuck off! Politely fuck off! What the fuck?
Just casually, a girl just walks past. Happens to be filming a Snapchat or something. This guy is just sitting there looking at girls, and he feels it's appropriate for him to go and just touch them. And this has been a problem in the UK that's not been addressed properly. And every time when we talk about it, every single person walks on eggshells on this. They don't want to address it the way it is. Right now in London alone, we're receiving every single 1 hour a girl's getting raped. There's a report of sexual assault, I should say. There's a report on sexual assault every single 1 hour. Yeah. There's like 30 a day. Insane, right? And I think these numbers could be even low. I mean, actually, I think that number is high. Give me a second. I believe that number is high. Give me a second. Let me quickly do a quick good Google search. I think that number is high. I really do. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's really high. Let's see how quickly I can get this number in. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, okay, so that number's wrong. So I said every 1 hour there's a sexual assault, but actually, is every 1 hour there's 3 sexual offenses every single 1 hour in London alone. 3. Insane. Wow. So there's almost me. And these are the ones that's been reported. A lot of girls, a lot of people don't report. These are the numbers that's being reported. Every 1 hour there's 3 sexual assault. So basically, in one day you get like hundreds of people being sexually assaulted. Hundreds of people again in a day, every single day. It's like a rape capital of Britain, of Europe, I might say. And then we're seeing videos like this emerging out of nowhere, where young people are just walking past, and a guy will feel like it's appropriate for him to just touch. Like, oh yeah, I'll just touch. It's fine. It's fine. It's a normal thing here, culturally enriching. It's fine. That's what it feels like. And when you ask the London mayor and be like, hey, Sadiq Khan, how's London? And he says, hey, this is the best city in the world. Really? You think that is the best? That is what the best city in the world produce? Individuals who think it's normal for them to go and sexually assault young girls? Every single 1 hour there's 3? Yeah, I don't know about that. Something needs to be done about it. And then when you ask Sadiq Khan about grooming gang, he says he doesn't know about it. He's never heard of grooming gang before. Sadiq Khan, that is. Strange person. But I want you to cover this story, because most of these stories never get covered. Never. You don't find these stories. Unless there's visual evidence for it, you never really find it. And that's why we have a problem with it, where it feels okay now. It feels like a normal thing. Did you see that video? It felt normal, right? For the guy, it just felt like he's not doing anything wrong. It actually I think the guy felt offended. The fact that the little girl didn't let him touch. Because he felt he was normal. He's just like, I'm going to touch. That's how normal it feels. And that's why there's hundreds and hundreds of people who are getting sexually assaulted a day. 3 an hour. Hundreds a day. And hundreds of people don't even feel like they can report it. Because what we've learned from the grooming gang is that even police officers are complicit in it. So it makes no sense to even call the police, because police officers are involved as well. It's insane. It's a problematic. It's a huge problem that needs fixing. It will take a lot of changing to fix this. And maybe it will take a lot of punishment, a lot of sacrifice, to show the wrong ones that this is not tolerable. We're not going to tolerate this. And I don't know, that needs fixing. Something needs to be done about it. But I'll leave that to the London mayor and the police, and hopefully they can do something about it. But the numbers are insane. As it says here, rape crisis in England and Wales highlights that 5 in 6 women yeah, fuck. That's insane. That statistic is just, that means almost everybody is just getting it. There's no point. If as a girl you just stay at home. That's literally your best bet, to stay at home. But then I can't really vouch on that as much because people really do break in to do it as well. Fuck. So that's a problem that needs fixing. Now, as I said, I'm out of time today. I need to, obviously it's about commitment. It's about consistency. I don't know how many people are watching right now. Let's actually see. There's so we cannot miss an episode. We have to always deliver. We have to always be here for you guys. No matter how busy and tired I am, I still have to turn up and pull the show. So that's what we did today. And today, obviously, the show is still going on. I'm still delivering the stories. But I can't just, I'm not covering a lot most, before. Normally, I cover around 7 stories, 5 to 7. But today, we're covering only 3. So that's one story done. That's second story done. Now, last story. Last story is about, oh, God. Yeah, this one makes me laugh because I traveled to Glasgow. I don't know if you guys know. I went to Glasgow last week, Saturday. We went there with a team. I was going there to cover the protest that we were live streaming. We had a big issue live streaming it. Problematic, going back and forth. Live streaming the event in Glasgow. So we did a lot of video. I spoke at the event, and a media outlet reached out to me, and I gave them the information. I gave them a piece. Basically, I gave them 5 minutes of my time. They interviewed me. I did all the, they asked me questions, and they're like, "Hey, why are you here? Do you think, it's do you think this event is racist? Why do you think more people are coming? Why is it important? All these things. And I was just giving them the core answer, exactly what I believe. I don't need to do any sort of search to answer, to tell them what I think. It's not like I need to go to BBC and ask them, "Hey, BBC, what do you think I should, what do I think about this topic?" No, I just told them exactly how I felt. And I gave them 5 minutes. I think it was like probably 7 minutes, but the video itself is probably 5 minutes. Now, they've not released that clip. But they did release something. They did. And what they did release is that I was far right. Calling every single person that turned up at the rally in Glasgow far right. That's Channel 4 I'm talking about. And that came out early this week. And yesterday, they doubled down. They had a long one this time. They called me far right on TikTok. It was a short one. Quick video. I think it was like, a couple seconds long. Where they did the piece and they, all the clips that they got from the rally and said, "Hey, this is far right." Wow, that's insane. They've not released my full interview yet. They probably won't release it because it just doesn't go with their narrative. They thought they could get a black guy on camera crying of how racist everybody is towards him, of how a victim he is to be in this country. They thought they could get a guy to just say all the horrible stuff about individuals who turned up, but they didn't get that. So guess what? They didn't release but they have not released the footage. But they were quick to release the one that they were calling everybody far right. They're quick to release that. It's like the production is quick. They're on time. I think they released them like the protest. The rally was out on Saturday, the 20th, and by Monday the video was out. Quick. Talk about speed, right? Talk about production. They were quick to release that. But my interview, no. No. Probably deleted. And they probably threw the SD card away. They don't need it anymore. It makes no sense, right? But yesterday, they doubled down on calling journalists. Yeah, journalists. I'm talking independent journalists, yes. Citizen journalists. They call those guys far right. And they're pushing to crack down on citizen journalists, because they've lost the monopoly that they had for years, for decades. They had a monopoly where grandmas, grandpas would wake up in the morning and they will go and buy a newspaper, or they will tune into the news after work or before work. In midday, they will tune into the news to listen to them. And that monopoly ceased to exist. It's gone. It's done. Now, mothers like yourself, fathers like yourself, grandmas like yourself, grandpas like yourself, son, sisters, aunties, uncles like yourself would rather tune into individuals like myself and other independent journalists and other citizen journalists to listen and tune in to the news. Because you trust us. They've lost the trust. They had this monopoly closely guided to themselves. They didn't want to share. They didn't want to share the economy that they had to themselves. But no, we came along and on top of them. So instead of them championing us and telling us how well we're doing, they're calling everybody far right. They're saying, oh, these guys are going out there recording people for no reason. They're going out there, they have their camera. They have their cameras. They're reporting. And the worst thing for them, but the good thing for all of us, is that they made this piece wanting to get the public to hate and despise and just not watch the independent journalists and just have distasteful type of view towards individuals like myself. But guess what? We received the opposite. More people were happy, and more people thought like this is a good thing, that the fact that the mainstream media are acknowledging that they've lost the game. More people, grandma, grandfathers, the normal people who would tune into the mainstream media who do not anymore, champion and were happy to keep on supporting the independent journalists. And they've lost that. They've lost their ability to make a piece about somebody and get everybody hating that person. They've lost their ability. So they've lost the credibility to do that. They've lost the trust to get that done. So every single shot now they can throw is just like a water gun. It just touches. You feel nothing. You feel empowered. It's like what's the movie? Terminal. I think that's the movie. Yeah, that's the movie. It's like one of those movies, they shoot you down and you just get up, unfazed, and you keep on walking. That's us. Channel 4. They put the bullet in, shoot, done. It hits you right here and you just dust it off. You know? It's like the Matrix. They're shooting and you're just spinning and you're spinning and you're like, pow, pow. And you're spinning around, you're throwing the guns away, the bullets are hitting you and you're like, pow, 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 and you're catching them and you're throwing it back. That's how good we are. And that's how untoppled we are. They cannot throw us away. We came in, we took the market, and now Channel 4 released their video yesterday calling all of us citizen journalists racist, far right, and trying to discredit us. But guess what happened? Their video, I don't know how many views that video is still on. They got like 3 million plus views on YouTube, but the video was out for 3 hours and only had 7k views. Okay. And then the person that they were calling, the person that they targeted heavily, posted a response, and his response had 16k views in 16 minutes. Wow. So who's winning the game now? Who's winning? And I happened to be in that live stream with him. We were there. We were chopping it up. AY audit. I was with him. We were chopping it up. We were talking. We were having fun. We were counter narrative and saying things straight. And thank God YouTube is on our side now. YouTube demonetized this channel for 9 months from January They reinstated us in September 17th. Literally last week. Last week we came back on YouTube monetized. But we kept on going. You guys didn't know that we were demonetized because, hey, it's not about the money. We kept on going. We're still posting 7 videos a day. And guess what? We're doubling down now. We're posting around 7 to 10 videos, sometimes 14 videos a day. That's how we've ramped up the production, no matter how much the censorship really is. And the mainstream media see that and they're like, fuck, we've lost the monopoly hard. Let's say something. Let's slander their name. Let's do a piece on them. Investigative journalist piece on them. And they release it. And it just flops. And we do a respond. Views everywhere. And the people are championing. The people are saying, keep on going. Because we cannot be stayed. You know? We're standing unfazed. We're not going anywhere. And we're young as well. So, oh God. We are young. All of us are like, the average age is probably 30. Everybody's young. I'm speaking about myself. Because, but yeah, we're young. So it's like, they can't throw us away. They can't push us away. You know? I think I still have like, maybe I can say I got 60 years to go. Man, that's 60 years of problems for them. And other young guys are turning up, like young Bob. The guy's 17. And he's getting views like every single clip he makes. He's 17. He has like 80 years to go. That's 80 years of problem for them. Damn. They'll do anything to shut anybody like us down. And sadly, they failed. And it's backfiring hard. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been fucking lovely talking to you guys. 40 minutes live stream. I think that's the shortest live stream we've ever done. We usually go for 2 hours, sometimes 3. Yesterday we did 2 hours and a half. We did 1 hour before, then we did 2 hours after it. So yeah. So I'm actually shocked the fact that we got. Yeah, reason why, because we only have we only covered 3 stories today. But yeah, thank you so much. We need to resist the digital surveillance. We need to resist this this digital technocrat machine. So any chat. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow at I'm really tired to say 5 o'clock. I'm actually so tired because I always want to see you guys at 5 o'clock, but I never make it at 5. There's something that goes on before 5 that just makes me look and get here late. But I'm trying to start the live stream at 5. Hold on, we're gonna squeeze you guys in at 5 o'clock. But it's been lovely talking to you guys right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Hopefully 5 o'clock. All right. But without further ado, thank you so much for tuning in. Hand to the head salute. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. Share this live feed everywhere. Share it to a friend, cousin, sister, brother, anybody that you have. Put it in the group. Tell them, hey, the Baraka Show is active. They're monetized. They're back. And they're sent, they're counter narrative. And they're destroying the bias. And they're taking control of the broadcast towers. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Because this is the Baraka Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Attention, attention, attention. This is not just a normal t-shirt. This is your battle armor in this war against lies and manipulation and deception. And when you wear this t-shirt, you are not just making a statement. You are drawing a line in the sand. And you're saying, I will not be silenced. I will not be bought. And I will not be stayed. Every thread in this t-shirt screams defiance. Every letter of I fund the truth, not propaganda. Or maybe every letter of the nation needs to know is a rally cry out for independent thinkers, disruptors, the people who refuse to bend to the mainstream media narrative. We need your fund, and this is your chance to stand up, to speak out and fund the fight for the truth. Don't just wear it like a regular t-shirt. You have to live it. The nation needs to know you're gonna live it. Yes, please. I need you to fuel the resistance. Be the reason why the truth survive in this country. Please get yours at thebarakashow.com. And thank you so much for keeping us on air. Thank you.
In the shadow of the digital gulag, we fire up the truth cannon and blast through the lies.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.